Hello and welcome back to our Skyrim playthrough.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the...
I spend a lot of time with the monks.
In our last video, it was kind of just an intro to the game. We escaped execution in Helgen when the dragons attacked. Made our way to Riverwood to find out they're defenseless and need help to protect themselves from the dragons. So we are now on our way to, well, we've arrived in Whiterun. We're here to talk to the Jarl to try and get protection for Riverwood. We're going to make our way up to his keep and see if he'll help them out, and in turn they'll help us out.
Alfred, patron of the great clan Barrow. I'm as much annoyed as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those gray maids.
Well, there's no telling what it means.
Get distracted so easily by all the characters talking to us.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruck is not receiving visitors.
We have news about the dragon attack in Helgen.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
A dragon destroyed Helgen?
You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was headed this way. The Imperials were about to execute Ulfric Stormcloak, then the dragon
would be
attacked.
mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Daddy. You have to be patient.
But I don't want to be patient. I want it right now. Father promised.
Alright, this guy looks like the court wizard.
Come
See
to
if he
Dragon's
sells
Reach
any
to discuss
spells.
the ongoing hostilities. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Okay, he has quite a few, but we don't have a lot of gold, so we may have to take on this quest and then come back to buy some of this if we want it.
You know, if...
Okay, at least we have a healing spell to start.
I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright, where am I going and what am I
Straight to the
fetching?
point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you can tell us about Bleak Falls
An
Barrow?
old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know the stone tablet is there?
Must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I.
That's cool. He has a map of Skyrim, the territory, it looks like. Anyway, we're gonna probably just fast travel back to Riverwood. Let's set up a save file maybe first. Okay, so it's in the mountains to the west of Riverwood. Alright, we gotta get up, well, halfway up this mountain somehow. We are under attack, it sounds like. I don't know from where. Oh, behind us. Ooh, we did very little damage to them. Drink a potion. Good advice. We are not carrying a lot of potions and getting hurt pretty bad here. See, we need to find a way to get an advantage. Maybe we'll try the venom? Yeah, we're doing like no damage to these guys whatsoever. Alright, we've split them up. That's helpful.
I'll rip your heart out.
See if I can take them out one at a time. Okay, we're down to one bandit left, but I feel like he's probably the more difficult one to deal with. Just trying to see if we have anything that'll help us. Yeah, I don't know why, but our sparks just aren't doing much damage to him. But we got him down. His health's a little lower now. Alright, we're gonna have to just go for it. Alright. Let's just take most of this and we'll sell it at Riverwood. Now that they're cleared out, we should have pretty easy access up that mountain. We might have to wait for daytime for these traders to come out, but I don't want to go into the Bleak Falls Barrow with a full carry capacity. Okay, so our spells like Spark should cost us less to cast now, so we'll get additional attacks basically out of our magic meter. And we've raised our health, so we won't die quite as easily. I feel like 9 a.m.'s when they all come out. Oh, he's just over here.
Whatever you need. Fine. Take a look.
They're pretty close to the same, these two swords. But the stuff doesn't seem to break quite as easily as in Morrowind or Oblivion, so I don't think I need to carry 2 sets of armor and like 4 swords like I had to in some of those games. I mean, I guess if it breaks, we'll just use what's in the dungeon. I would like some more health potions, though, before we go in here. We came a little too close to dying and ran out of potions just with those 2 bandits, so I'd like to be properly prepared for this dungeon.
I said no! Nope. I don't know what you over. Take a look. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. I better get back to cleaning the store.
Alright, now hopefully we can make our way up to Bleak Falls Barrow in one go this time without getting ourselves into too much trouble. Just really wasn't expecting to have that much problem with 2 bandits. But I guess we're still level 1, so we really don't have any boosts to any of our combat skills or defense yet. Alright, there has to be a path up here. Can we do this? Oh, climbing is so much easier in this game. Could have never done that in Oblivion. Luckily, Morrowind had levitate, so you could just fly over mountains, but since that game, we've never really seen that power again. Trying to limit what we're taking just so we don't get over encumbered in this dungeon. I'm thinking if something's worth about 10 gold per pound, we'll probably take it. If not, we'll probably leave it. Seems like a good base rule to stop us from getting over encumbered in the early game. Alright, there's going to be some enemies up here for sure.
Time to end this little game.
Alright, these bandits are much weaker. I don't know what was up with the ones down the hill, but they were way tougher than these guys. Maybe it's because one of them was a bandit chief. Alright, we've made it to Bleak Falls Barrow, so we'll get up to the door, set up a save file, and then we'll start off this dungeon. Alright, save file created. Let's get this going. I'd like to get this dungeon done all in this video if I can. It seems like a doable goal to set for ourselves here.
You're just going to stay here real hard, huh?
Oh, that's vicious. Oh, I guess our electricity killed the other bandit. Alright, not bad. We've gotten a little bit of gold and a little bit of loot so far. I'd like to check those urns because they usually have gold in them. kind of cool how they have like the tree roots growing through the dungeon. Bandit outlaw. Wouldn't all bandits technically be outlaws? I imagine there aren't too many bandits that are on the proper side of the law. Alright, so this is a puzzle. We have a snake on the left, a fish on the right, and the middle one's missing. You can see the snake one on the ground beside the pillar. That's the one missing from the middle. That's what tells us what order to put those stones in to open the gate. If you get that wrong, it'll actually fire arrows at you and do damage. Alright, I feel like the difficulty is going to increase a bit once we go down these stairs to collect whatever loot we can. Funny, they call them skeevers in this game, but they just, to me, they'll always be the same rats we've been fighting in the last two games. Like, you can rename a mud crab, it'll always be a mud crab to me. Alright, so we got a fireball scroll.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Heartbeat? Bjorn? Celine? I know I ran into you before, but I need help.
Okay, giant spider attacking. Gonna use this doorway to our advantage to weaken it, because you can't really get us this way. Okay, we're out of magic, but we've almost killed it. That wasn't too bad at all for kind of a dungeon mini-boss. Alright, doesn't seem like there's much else in here.
Don't leave me for Arcade's sake. You did it, you killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Alright, this guy's gonna try and screw us over if we cut him down, I feel like.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
There's no way he was just gonna hand that over to us. But that golden claw is gonna be our key to the final boss. Now we just gotta make our way to the end of this dungeon. These are all empty. It's definitely not giving us too much loot because we're at level 1, so I'm sure some of these containers would be full if we were at a higher level. That's why I hate leveled loot in these games. I like being able to go nowhere or find where certain items are and go get them, like treasure hunting. Alright, sounds like we've gained another level. I'm thinking we're gonna do health again, but I'm thinking maybe blade this time. We're using our sword a lot, so we might as well level it up. Yeah, do more damage. Yeah, our destruction, restoration, and our one-handed are kind of the skills we're falling back on the most, so those are the ones I kind of focusing on early on in this playthrough anyway. Alright, something tells me if we step on that circle, that gate is going to stab us. That's not worth it. Some of these weapons, like, the damage they do is okay, but their weight is the same as their value, so I'm just not taking them. Oh, took a little damage doing that. Okay, if we hit that with our sword or magic, it'll drop down and light the whole floor on fire. Yeah, see, we use that trap to our advantage to eliminate the enemies. Knocking it down, lighting the floor on fire, and burning them. Setting up saves every so often, just in case. I will say, like, the switches and chains and things you pull and handles kind of feel a lot more responsive in Skyrim compared to Oblivion. In that game, you'd press a button to trigger a switch. The switch would go a few seconds later. Then a few seconds after that, the door would go. It kind of didn't feel like you were interacting with it. Now you click a button for a switch, the switch goes right away, the door goes right away, and it really feels a lot more like you did it. If that makes any sense. Okay, he's coming around this way, so I guess this is the way down there. The janky animation, if I've ever seen one. This like cave system with the green lighting, it really feels like it belongs in Morrowind and not in Skyrim. But they also borrowed a lot of music from that game. This one was definitely a little more influenced by that game than Oblivion was. Oblivion kind of tried to do its own thing, I think. Not really much down here. Okay, we gotta go up and that other pathway. Just making sure we're not going to get blindsided from an enemy behind us. This is a pretty big dungeon for the first one of the game, actually. Really pushes you to come here early on too. It's almost a sense of urgency, like you need to do this now to protect us from the dragons, and they really speed you into the first dungeon. I feel like the older games kind of made you slow down and take your time, whereas this is kind of go, go, go. But also, these dungeons in Skyrim are a little bit bigger because you don't have to backtrack to get out of them. It was a nice quality of life improvement. It's a lot more of go one way through the dungeon and find a door at the end that lets you escape. Maybe that's why the older games, the dungeons were shorter, because you didn't have that option. You had to turn around and run out the way you came in. Any more of these guys? I see a red dot on our compass. I guess that was another thing they added in this game. Oblivion kind of added the quest markers on your compass. And this game kind of added the enemy markers to it as well. Just a little easier to see the differences because I'm playing the 3 games back to back to back. So close together. Everything's kind of still fresh in my mind a little bit. Okay. I'm always looking around just in case there's another puzzle. Always looking for those snake, fish, and bird blocks in case I have to do one of those puzzles. Should actually be looking out for all this oil on the floor so I don't get lit on fire. Watching out for some of these traps. Alright, it seems like that's going to be the door for the golden claw. That's going to take us to the boss room. Okay, so we have a butterfly, bird or cocoon, and a bear. Let's check out this claw, which is our key. Oh, it's not under keys, it's under misc. Okay, so when we examine it, the top is a bear, the middle is the butterfly, and the bottom is the cocoon looking thing. So we gotta put them in that order to be able to unlock this door. Can't remember what happens if we get it wrong. I'm sure we get injured or activate a trap of some sort, but... Alright, this is the right order. Alright, so let's go find the boss of this place. Bleak Falls Barrow. Okay, we're gonna learn our first shout. Oh, there's our boss. Eager Overlord. Okay, that wasn't too bad. He had the dragon stone and a magical axe. Cool, so we just gotta pick up our loot and we can head back to Whiterun to report this being finished. And that should advance our main quest. Okay, there's always an exit up here. Okay, there's the switch. So this is going to lead us out to the overworld, and then we'll fast travel back to Whiterun. Go talk to the Jarl. I will say the loading times are much better with this new PC than they used to be with the Xbox 360 when this game came out. I remember sitting on those loading screens for a long time.
Staying safe, I hope.
I don't know about staying safe. Okay, I gotta wait till this guy wakes up. Actually, we might just have to talk to the wizard, who might be up at night. I'm not sure, but we've already rested, so we might as well wait for the Jarl to be awake.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Alright, we got the Dragon Stone. What's
mine
next?
begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recover—
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
Oh.
Nice work. Just send me a copy.
Farengar! Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack
Okay, well, that's
know
going to
who
do
can
it for
stop
today's video. Come back and see us
Let's
take
go.
on the dragon in the next Skyrim video. As always, thanks for watching.